I am Rude Boy, and you are watching Screen Bullies. Ah,
Uh, yeah. Today, quick movie fact. I won't touch on too much news, but RIP to all of the actors, writers, producers, all of those that we've lost. I see we've been losing quite a few, like on a daily basis. So I
yeah,
don't want to pass them up. I don't want to mention every name, and not everybody's a big name, but everybody definitely contributed, so they deserve to be acknowledged.
yeah.
But
If you do want to know who those actors are, then the Oscars did run a really good segment on
mm,
over the past year of actors that have passed. So yeah, if you did want
yeah,
any more information, you can look for that.
yeah. But little fun movie fact. I think it's fun. Did you know David Allen Greer passed up on the role as Ace Ventura and the role of George Costanza on Seinfeld? Bro, yes. I
What?
just yeah, bro. And he admits it, the bag was fumbled. The bag was fumbled.
Not even just that. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. What's his name? Jason. Jeez, I forget his last name.
And it
But
just
we
went
know
out of
who.
my head. And
Yeah,
I love him as
he's
George. Yeah,
he's perfect
yeah.
for it, bro. He's perfect for it.
Alexander, Jason
Jason
Alexander.
Alexander. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
hilarious, bro. He's
yeah.
perfect for
Oh,
the role. What it does is it gets the clock wheels turning, like as in
yeah,
like what we could have had. How would that have played out? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely could see him playing a role like Ace Ventura. You know,
Man,
uh, I don't know what it would have looked like with him as George Costanza, and because Jason Alexander killed it, I don't even want to know.
yeah, yeah,
But I'll say this: one, he he takes full responsibility for missing out on those roles
yeah,
because he felt like he didn't have any faith in the script. Uh, the one thing that Jim Carrey did was ask for, "Hey, do I have freedom?" And
yeah,
they said, "Yeah, yeah, you got complete freedom." And so there you have it, and it ends out a hit, you know, and it's like it, and I don't want to make this the usual controversial mess that
yeah.
America tends to be, but it does make me wonder what is the difference in the approach, because David Allen Greer is like older than me, and
Yeah,
that's saying something. But
yeah,
and so it's like, what was his mindset, in approaching a role like that, and having that opportunity, like why didn't he ask, you know,
yeah, yeah. That
about
is that's got me thinking the same thing. Like
yeah,
for them to even consider just thrusting that on him like that, and him just
yeah,
like, I'm good. It's
yeah,
I
yeah.
get where you were at, and it was a lot of other than like SNL or something like that. I would say it
He
was
was in Living Color. That was
it was a
his.
lot of black stuff. That's what I
Yeah,
mean. Like it was
yeah,
more. I mean, it was that was
yeah.
predominantly black. Other than
Right.
what was that, Jim Carrey and a few other guys
Yeah,
they had that the Wayans Keenan Ivory put
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
but he was yeah, it's got me wondering, man. Like that's crazy, man. That's crazy
yeah, yeah.
that he did.
I get, and again, he admits, especially when it comes to the Seinfeld thing, he he dropped the ball on that one because he had really no faith in that their script, and he was like, you know, from what he was reading, George was supposed to be somewhat of a mirror image of Jerry, and he was like, Jerry can't act. And if you watch Seinfeld, Jerry's not acting.
Jerry's
he's
being Jerry Seinfeld.
he's being Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian, and it just worked. It
Yeah,
just
it
worked
really
because
did.
of the role he was playing, and comedy wise, you know, between him and Elaine, it was more the writing that got them, that made them such, memorable characters. But besides that, when it came to the actual what was happening in the shows, it was George and Kramer who were,
Man, we're
you
comic
know,
relief. Yeah, most of the time.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah, they were the strong, boom, 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 every moment,
every time they
hilarious.
came on, you were laughing very hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that the
yeah,
whole most of the episodes were every character in there was funny. You know,
yeah, yeah,
Elaine, the Kramer, and then of course Jason Alexander was a good cast for that role.
yeah,
The George
yeah.
Costanza was like it was set up. It was set up. The family, his mom and dad, all of that stuff.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
they were
hilarious.
hilarious, bro.
Hilarious, man. And so
So
yeah, you're right. He Jerry Seinfeld was the only one being like himself in in that show.
yeah,
So it was like
and he would, excuse me, if you, I don't know how much of a fan you are of the show, but I've watched the show. I can't even
like
count how many
maybe two
times.
times, two or three,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I'm well beyond that. Anybody who's in my area like that in terms of watching that, they know that I will sit down and watch that mess over and over again. And it's like if you watch, Jerry's just interjecting stuff from his stand up throughout the whole show. So it's not like he's not really acting. He's not even necessarily doing stand up. He's just interjecting some of his jokes throughout the whole every episode. And
Hmm.
it's George who's doing the hilarious acting in terms of those reactions,
Yeah, between him and Kramer and Elaine,
and
they do
Kramer's like that. Yeah,
yeah, as much as all the personal stuff aside, I
yeah.
still think Kramer is hilarious. The
Oh,
character that
yeah,
him playing that character, I think he is
yeah,
probably, unless they were able to find somebody who could play a hyper like whatever schizophrenic type of weirdo, like
yeah, yeah. No, it's again, you know how I am about that stuff. It's like I don't want to talk about your
yeah,
personal, what that's what you
yeah,
feel isn't gonna make me, like,
yeah,
if it's not something that goes into like systematic, oppression, like government stuff, then nigga, I don't care what you feel,
yeah, yeah.
It's like get up there and tell some jokes,
Get up there and do what you
yeah,
supposed to. You just act
yeah,
normal.
come out here and trip across something, slam your head into something, and make me bust out laughing. Because he does that stuff in a way that, even though it was like probably the first thing we seen in comedy was people, and there's a name for it. It's just as right now I can't think of it, but I will.
Yeah,
But that was the first types of stuff that they was doing on TV when it came to comedy, was that, coming in, tripping and falling, busting their head, how you laughing. The bro, but the way he would do it, for some reason, it was like it was fresh every time. You knew he was finna come sliding through the door. He comes sliding through the door and slam into something and still have you laughing. He was built for that. Him and Jason Alexander, and his name I believe is what, Michael Richards or Richardson
yeah,
Richards.
I
Yeah,
think so. The dude
they
that played Newman too, man.
yeah, yeah.
That chicken, it's the chicken episode for me, man. Chicken, and then the one episode where he got the set stuff out the garbage, where he got the like show set, like the talk show set.
Oh yeah, Kramer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Those two ones had me solidify. Like, man, look, this man. I don't want to see his personal life because I don't want to not like him when it comes to seeing him on TV. So it'd be like,
yeah,
let me just that out because you're hilarious
yeah,
and
yeah,
can just play the
uh,
role. And like, yeah,
yeah,
I mean, yeah, David Allen Greer getting it possibly would have, that would have changed everything. The entire way that
Yeah,
script was written, bro, based off of race alone,
yeah.
would change a lot of aspects of that because he don't look like he would do a good job of like playing somebody whose parents was like argue with your parents like George was doing with his mom and dad, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
'Cause
so it was like it kind of worked. It worked itself out,
it did work itself out, bro. It worked itself out for the best. It
Yeah,
really did. And then I'm like, like you said, the wheels get to spinning in terms of like
yeah.
why, why.
Why even in the
And
first place? Yeah,
yeah,
about it. Like,
and
what's he
so it's
doing?
like, yep.
Get him. And
It's
so,
like, let's leave it what it is. I'm glad it is what it
I'm
is.
glad it came out how it did. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, for
Uh,
sure, for sure. But with the last thing that they did for Seinfeld when it came to like just dealing with the end of an era when it came to a show, that
mm,
was like real peak too, man. That's legendary type of stuff, and just
yeah,
like you said, cogs start turning,
yeah,
and thinking about him doing that. Who knows how that would be in history now?
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It is what it
great
is.
movie.
I loved it, but yeah, I just thought I would bring that up because I saw that and I was like, what?
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
like, yeah, that is crazy.
Hmm.
But what we got today, we
So we went and we saw the movie. We saw
yeah,
Project Hail Mary.
we did.
Shout out to Ryan Gosling.
Yep, yep,
He killed it, man.
yeah,
My stance right now on that movie, I'm in the 90th percentile. I think that was like, but if we go out of 5, let's go out of 5. I'm going 4.5.
yeah, bro. Movie wise, I'm gonna give him a 4.7.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
from my perspective, it was wholesome. It was
wholesome.
your Save the Planet movie.
Yep,
You know, it was the alien that grabs your heart.
yeah.
I can't go into specifics, but they did such a great job of making this, just
They
something that would warm you.
they did, bro. It's like how many times have we seen that Save the Planet movie? They make it all the time. They make what, one a year, two a year almost, and it's like,
Yeah,
and and somehow, they bring this fresh take on it. They add just a couple of little things in there, and then they bring Ryan Gosling to it, bro. And that dude, I'm impressed. I'm impressed because
bro. When it comes to, he's got range, bro.
so his range is way bigger than people give him credit for. It's like they like, I know the ladies like Ryan Gosling, I get it, whatever, but he's more than just an action star. Like I thought that he was the action dude,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
because he's done well in some action flicks, but this, bro, I mean, the trailers show you that he's some geeky guy, bro, and I believed it. Like
hmm
he made you believe every bit of everything he was being, and
yeah,
bro, and they humanized him so much. Like that movie was great. I
yeah.
This is one where I'm like, do I do we need to go see it? I said go see it. Like,
Right?
yeah, yeah, because I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's one, man, wonderful movie, man. Very
yeah,
very well put together sequencing. I would say the sequencing on it.
yeah,
Can't give any specifics,
right,
but
right. I'm trying to be
A1
careful.
on the seat because you get to asking questions, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then it
yeah.
answers them for you.
You right. You
Yeah,
right. It did that. It
it
did
did it
that.
every time.
it set you up,
Yeah.
and you don't even know you being set up to have this question in your
It was
head.
excellent, man.
And the next thing you know, they answering the
And
question that
all
was
of
in
them
your
too,
head,
not even
bro.
just,
Yeah,
it was all of them.
yeah,
Literally, everyone you was thinking, it would just pop up like, oh, okay, okay, they just
yep.
answered
And you
that for me.
continue on, and you
Appreciate
continue
you.
on through the movie.
What we got
Yeah,
next? Yeah, relationship between but the cast members, the way they bounced off each other, every character,
bro.
every character, bro. Like the surprises that um what's her name? Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
I might be pronouncing it wrong. Huller, but
Yeah, yeah,
the way her character like threw a couple of side jabs that you weren't expecting in that movie.
right,
That
yeah,
like and then when like even when they got to there, I wouldn't say as much it will be the climax, but it will be a very important part of the movie, that comes in where what happened with him and all of that.
bro. We could
It's
break this.
hilarious, bro.
We could break this whole thing down. You right. Her, she, that character that she played, like I said, we've seen a lot of these movies. That character is in every one of these movies. Bro, she was that character better than any male. And I'm going to say that
Yeah,
because that's usually who's in that role. She was that character better than any male has ever played it,
yeah.
bro. And
I'll
yeah,
give it. I'll give her that one. You know,
yeah,
I
she
will
really
because
was.
she did a good job of being stern, but you could tell the feelings on her face. In every scene, like she displayed, like you know, and
Yeah, and it was like, and then it was like, yeah, like you said, you could tell the feelings were there, but
yeah,
then you could see her reeling those in really quickly
because she
and
had to do her
doing
job. Yeah,
what she had to do,
yeah,
and it was like she was acting, bro.
yeah.
And
Definitely,
she was acting the
definitely.
whole time, and she killed it. She killed it. That movie's amazing, and
It
if
really is.
yeah, it
When it
was a
comes
good
out on
movie.
digital, I'm gonna get it. I might even buy
Yeah,
a copy of it on digital to
yeah,
own because I
yeah,
think it really is a good movie for even the whole family.
yeah,
To watch is something that's not as not as rating wise for age.
yeah,
It's perfect.
yeah, yeah. It
So
is.
so
Uh,
I think it's a different stroke. When it comes to the movies they've been dropping off of in that genre, we would say save the world type movies. And
yeah,
so yeah, man, I give him kudos, man. That's one that's top of my list when it comes to Ryan
yeah.
Gosling movies.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely that. And he's
Yeah,
got a couple that I like, but that
yeah,
one right there, that one is stretches beyond anything that not only he's done, but that a lot of people have been able to put out. So
definitely. Let me see what
yep, yep. It gives you everything you want to, man. That's another reason. It's like everything that you looking for from that movie, you finna get it all.
definitely.
You finna laugh. You gonna have your little heartstrings pulled. You gonna cheer. You gonna gasp. All of
All the
that,
above, yeah.
all of that in that movie. So,
Yeah, it really
yep,
is. It's a good one, man. I don't see it. You know,
yeah,
I think the last time we checked, what was the IMDb or the Metacritic was, or Rotten Tomatoes was like a
hmm
90 something,
yeah, yeah,
and
rightly so. And
and it was
it's biggest movie of the year. Whatever was ahead of it is been bypassed,
yeah,
and I don't.
definitely.
I see it doing its thing until they yank it.
Yeah, out of five, man, 4.5 stars. I don't think any movie's gonna get the five ever because nothing's perfect,
Yeah,
but they're cutting it close here.
yeah. That one got us pretty close to it. So
Hey, I was in there, hanging on to everything.
I seen you drawing your eyes a little bit over there.
As the late great Ron
Yeah.
Burgundy would say, rich and compelling. It's great, man. It was great,
Yeah,
bro. It
yeah. It
pulled the
was good,
heartstrings.
bro.
a little bit, you know.
Yeah, it did.
All the above. And so I know it's out. It's got still got a 95 by the critics and 96 on the audience score for
Yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes.
bro. After seeing it, I'm not surprised. I'm
Yeah.
not surprised.
The people love it. The people love
Yeah,
it. And so, give us more of this, Hollywood. This was great. This was great.
yeah.
Who was it? Phil Lord?
2026.
Go ahead.
2026, man. It's the year.
It's a
They
good year, man. Phil Lord, Chris Miller, those are the directors of this film.
okay.
Great,
Yeah.
great job. Great perspective. Good story. Great direction.
Yeah. Yep. I'll give them applause. I feel sorry for them because they got big shoes to fill when it comes to, their next movies,
True.
but they definitely did their thing on this one. So I appreciate them.
Yes, we do appreciate you. And hope there are many more of these to come out. Thanks, everybody. You do like our content, like, subscribe, share, comment. You got anything you want us to review? Any trailers you want us to see? Something that's coming out we possibly haven't, shown any reactions for? Go ahead and pin those in our comments. And we'll see you on the next one.
I ain't focused on you, I admit it. Like it on me, cause niggas be tripping. See this effort's forever, I meant it. Blow it back, get it